It's on? Are we on? Are we rolling?
Oh, we're rolling.
We're rolling. It's not showing up on mine yet, but here we go. Seedsheet is now live. Booyah. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first of our many Seedsheet tutorials. We're going to be doing this on a weekly basis every Thursday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be walking you through the process of how to garden with Seedsheet. Many of you guys have probably found us through Shark Tank. That happened about 3 weeks ago now. It's been an insane 3 weeks. People talk about how crazy the Shark Tank effect is, and words cannot describe. Our caffeine consumption has gone up, I'd say tenfold, but that's probably an understatement. So welcome here, Seedsheet HQ. This is our office slash greenhouse slash kitchen slash manufacturing space. It's kind of all in one. It's been a fun journey for us, packaging up more sheets in the past 3 weeks than we have our entire lifetime. So thanks to everyone that supported us so far, and we're going to garden with you here, and we're looking forward to the journey together. So to start things off, we're going to walk you through the whole process of gardening, and gardening with Seedsheet specifically. We have 6 different products right now, most of which we presented on Shark Tank. They're all these smaller container size units that we're offering currently, and that's going to be your salad kit, herbs kit, caprese kit, our cocktail kit, our hot sauce kit, and I feel like I'm missing another one, tacos.
Taco.
Who doesn't like tacos? So one of the things that we're going to be doing here today is actually planting a salad Seedsheet, as well as off camera later we're going to plant all of the other ones as well, just so that every week when we do these kind of tutorials together, this Facebook Live, we're going to be able to reference what's already growing and be able to provide tips, ask any or answer any questions that you guys have along the way. This is meant to be a informational experience for all involved. So, ordering a Seedsheet, pretty simple. You go to our website, seedsheets.com. You can order any of the designs that we already have, or if you want, you can customize your own. Pick and choose what you want. It's super awesome. You design it, we'll pack it up, and we'll ship it straight to you. We're not meal delivery, we're farm delivery. So what we're going to do, jump in, is with the actual watering process and starting this salad kit. Now, on our website, you can order just the sheet itself, or you can order a partial kit, as we call it, which comes with the Seedsheet, your fabric container, which isn't just a nice little tote bag, it's actually a gardening container, or as Lori likes to call it, our pot, and this saucer, which catches extra water and helps turn your garden into a self-watering container, and just makes it a little bit less of a mess. So what we're going to do and start with here, and the third option is our full kit. So that comes with your Seedsheet, comes with your container, your saucer, and your bag of soil, which is not small and insignificant, but it gets the job done. So what we're going to do is start with the process of putting this together. So if you are, yes, those tomatoes do look amazing. And I'm going to be really hard-pressed not to fight one right now. So we're going to walk through the process of receiving your Seedsheet and starting to plant it. For most parts of the country right now, it's ideal gardening season. Most of our Seedsheets, with the exception of your caprese kit, which takes about a month and a half, 2 months to grow to this awesome maturity, and the flower kits and the cocktail kits, they are really fast growing. So it's 1 month you're having harvest, and we'll pull some examples here later. But for everyone right now, you can start your Seedsheets right now, today, or in about 5 days after you order. So what you're going to do, if you receive a kit that comes with the bag and the saucer, we'll just start here. So you open up your bag, you pop it open. It's just fabric, it's lightweight. It's actually made out of recycled plastic bottles, which is super cool, good for the environment. You're going to put it inside of the saucer. Nice and simple. Then, if you bought a full kit, which includes your soil, it comes with soil, obviously. If you didn't get a full kit with soil, we recommend any kind of potting soil, especially with container gardens. One of the main issues that you'll get is that your water will just soak into the soil and your plants will get waterlogged and the roots won't have the ability to breathe and your plants will basically drown. So we use a super high quality organic fertilizer, or not fertilizer, soil, and it's super awesome. If you're going to do it on your own, we recommend just a good potting soil mix. One thing that we do recommend, which I'm not going to take my own advice right now, is doing this in a sink or on a counter someplace, because you might make a mess, not next to your laptop, but you know, I'm a rule breaker, so that's what we're going to do. If you have your bag of soil, you're just going to open it right up and just dump it. Oh man, trouble's starting now, I can tell. Oh yeah. Dump it right into your fabric pot. And as it goes, you might need to shake it around a little bit. It's fine if it doesn't immediately form a nice cylinder, because it will as the bag fills up with more soil. We try to make sure that every bag that we're sending to you of soil, it is the right amount, because you basically want to fill your pot right up to the brim. Just because if you have a container, it's only half full of soil, and then you put your seed sheet in, the sides of the container are going to be so much higher that it's going to block sun. So all of our seeds, they need a little light to grow. So there we go. We're about to the surface. You can pat it down a little bit. We have some extra soil in this one, so if you want to start another garden later, there you go. Then what we're going to do is to take our seed sheet. What you're going to do, am I missing something?
Well, Cam.
Molly on the camera here.
Well, Cam, we got to water the soil first.
So
Make
it's
sure
going to
it's
depend on what
moist.
kind of soil you have, right?
Yeah.
If you have something that's really dry, you definitely want to add water to it. If you're buying a new soil from the store that's already like a nice heavy wet bag, you're not going to need to water it.
Yeah.
But for ours, we try to make sure it's dry so it's light. So let's add a little water to this guy. Doesn't take that much. That's just to pre-soak it.
Get it started.
Get it started. The bottom of these, our pouches here, they're dissolvable, so just putting that, pre-watering that soil before you put it on, it's just going to help those pods dissolve faster. So then, seed sheet, seeds, you can see the seeds inside of it. If you look close, you're going to put that seed side down, right? So that's just going to go straight on top.
Let's check it out.
Zooming right in. One of the cool things about these seed sheets is that we designed them to fit right inside of these containers.
Look at that.
It's
Perfect fit right there.
Right in there. It's 12 inches in diameter, so this will also work in any 5-gallon bucket that you have, or you know, a more traditional terracotta pot. But we really like these bags. You can pick them up really easy. They're really light, easy to move. Next thing you're going to do, now that you have your seed sheet secured down, stakes, green stakes. We put these inside of every seed sheet. You get 3 of them. Sometimes it can be a little difficult to find, but inside of each sheet, if you want to zoom in here, Molly, there's these pre-slits. So there's little X marks. So all that you're going to do is push your stake down through that X mark, push it down through, push it down through, and sometimes you might have a little bit of shifting. We just say push it down with your hands until your sheet is nice and flat on the surface of the soil. One other thing to note, you can see right here, there's a notch. There's a notch in your sheet. That notch corresponds to the plant map on the back of your package. So there's the notch right there. That's going to help you understand where all of your plants are in relation to that notch. So as soon as they pop up, you know what you're growing, you know where it's coming. Then we're going to take our water. This is a fun fact here. On Shark Tank, when I watered the garden, you saw steam actually coming up from it. I told the producers that if you use warm water, the pouches will dissolve faster on TV. They gave me a thing of boiling water. I almost tripped over my words because it was literally steaming in front of me. So no, the seed sheet doesn't give off steam. There's no crazy chemical reactions going on. That was just what happens if you were to boil water and then put it on. Use a normal temperature water right out of the saucer, right out of the faucet. And then you're going to just evenly apply water on top of the pouches. in about 5 to second increments, and then pause. Wait. If you just keep the water going nonstop, you'll fill up your bag with soil, or your bag with soil, you'll fill it up with water too fast. You'll overflow your saucer. So 5, 10 seconds, and then pause and wait for a little bit. You can see the pouches are starting to dissolve already. It's made out of a certified edible film, very similar to laundry detergent pods, but instead of soap, you have organic non-GMO seeds inside of all of these. After about 30 seconds, you can hit them again with another quick douse. And you can see those pouches, they're continuing to dissolve. You can see them starting to turn brown. You can see the film is actually dissolving a little bit, and you can see straight into the soil. One of the things that we definitely recommend is make sure that you're watering all the way through. Because right now it looks good, it looks wet, it looks like we're already done here. But as they continue to actually pop open, you can see the soil inside of it is still dry. So we're just melting that film away. And it's going to take you about 5 different rounds of watering for 5, 10 seconds, wait for 30 seconds, water it again, just to really make sure that you are completely saturating that soil that's inside of each one of those pouches. And you know what? It might look like this. You might have some soil that gets spread around a little bit on the top. But that is meaning that the soil inside of each one of those pouches is actually getting saturated. Your seeds need water to start the germination process. And as soon as that happens, and you have to keep those seeds moist for about a week to 2 weeks, depending on which kit you purchased, then those seeds will start to germinate. They'll sprout, they'll come up through that weed blocking fabric, so you don't have to worry about weeds, and you get, as we like to say, the perfectly designed and spaced organic weedless garden. So I'm going to hit these ones again. Again, this is a great thing to do in a sink. Not necessarily the best thing to do next to your laptop. One other thing that we recommend is making sure you're using a watering can or a hose if you're doing this outside that has a misting setting. You don't want to just have a mason jar of water that you dump on top because it's not gentle. Even with this one that is a gentle misting nozzle, you can see that there's some dispersion. The soil got moved around a little bit. So this would be what we'd call good. This is a good start.
And if you Cam, if you aren't sure if the soil from inside the pods got watered completely, can you touch it?
Yeah, so if you want to double check, you can kind of move the soil around a little bit and see. Like, yeah, I can tell that this is really, this is saturated. This is good.
Nice.
As your plants start growing and you're going to ask the question of, do I need to water it again? One of the tricks is to just take one finger around the outside of the garden, is just push it down. If you're feeling moisture in that soil, one knuckle in, then you're good to go. If it's dry on the surface, it's going to mean that you need more water. So watering your garden, watering your seed sheet, like I said, you're going to want to do it once, twice a day. You want to make sure, for the first couple of weeks, you want to make sure that those seeds are sprouting. And they're staying moist, they're staying wet, they're going to keep popping up. We could start pulling a few examples here of what you can kind of expect to see. As well as one bit of dirt, clean that one up later. What you can expect to see as your gardens start growing. Here's a fairly recent, this bad boy here. This is the salad kit. So this is the one that we just planted. You can see you have your pea shoots growing here, your kale in the middle, you have some beet greens, some spinach, some frilly mustard greens, some arugula. And if we spin this bad boy around right here, you can see we already got some radishes growing. This thing's about 2 weeks old right now, hair over 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, we're going to be eating salads out of this one that we just grew today with you, just planted today with you. As we do this every week, we're going to start asking or answering any more questions that you guys have. Definitely, we're trying to make gardening easy. We're here to help. We're here to answer any questions that you have. We're here to make gardening accessible. It doesn't need to be difficult. It doesn't need to be super crazy. In 1 square foot of space, fire escape, balconies, rooftops. You can grow your own caprese salad. Just add mozzarella. You can grow your own herbs. You can grow, there's a salad kit again. This one's a little bit older. Pea shoots for days. We have some flower kits over here, cocktail gardens over here. I mean, look at that sunflower. How cool is that? And one of the really exciting things that we are offering new this year, new as a result of Shark Tank, is the custom options, which does let you go and design your own garden. Here's one that, an order that we just recently came in. It's going out. This is the duplicate, so we shipped the other one already. This one has sweet basil, sweet basil, sweet basil, Thai basil, purple basil. It's the basil bucket. Who wouldn't want a basil bucket growing on your front yard? I'm going to jump in and answer some questions now. If you have other thoughts, type them. This is live. I see them. I read them. Science, technology. Some people already planted the caprese and tacos. Awesome. That's Doreen. Howard, thank you. We are super excited to be gardening with you. Send us some pics. We want to see how your garden's growing. Facebook, Instagram, tag us, tag hashtag Seedsheet on your photos, and we'll send you, give you a shout out, some social media love. Hope Potts asks, where can we get these other than online? We are predominantly online right now. For this season, we're launching online, and we've done one QVC with Lori. We're going to do some other ones in the future, but right now the majority of our sales are just online. There's some small garden centers that we were in around the Northeast, but for the most part, online is where we're operating, especially because if you want a custom one, we're happy to build it and ship it to you. We're not meal delivery, we're farm delivery. Chrissy Coluccio says, can you grow some of these plants inside? Yes, you definitely can. It's going to be dependent on a few different variables though. One, how much light do you have? If you have a massive, and I say massive meaning like large, south-facing window that gets a ton of natural daylight, yes, you're going to be fine with some of the more shade-tolerant types of plants. Like your salad seed sheet, that does really well in shade. Your taco garden, that also does really well in shade. And your herbs garden is the next probable one that should work if you have a good south-facing window. However, the total silver bullet to it all is LED lights. You can get these on Amazon. We hope to sell them eventually. And Amazon Prime, you can have that thing delivered to you, and you can be growing indoors year-round. One of the fun things is that we're actually located here in Vermont, and Molly, you just do a quick look out the window there. You can see we're still in stick season. It's not even green yet.
All the sticks out there.
Today is literally the first day, no joke. Today is the first day that we actually planted our gardens outside, and that we moved our gardens outside. So we've grown these last summer during our prototyping phase and our beta testing to just know that they work. So they definitely work outside really well. However, they also work indoors. So if you have an LED grow light, we really recommend an LED grow light, not your compact fluorescent, just because they offer full spectrum. You can grow indoors, but again, check out our website. We offer some more information on what kind of lights that we do recommend for indoor growing. My mom just asked, are you selling the flower sheets on your website? Well, thanks, Mom, for participating in this. Always a trooper. Biggest fan. Yes, Mom, you can buy custom seed sheets on our website, which have flowers in it. We shipped out one today that someone customized that had 8 zinnia plants on it. We have a lot of edible varieties of flowers too, so your nasturtiums, your calendula, so sunflowers too. You can eat the petals, put them onto your salad as a fun way to dress it up. But custom is the only place right now where you're able to design your own flower garden. And thanks, Mom. Love you. Catch you later. Darlene says, should the herbs be in full or partial sun? We definitely recommend full sun if you have it. Partial sun, depending on how much you have, we'd say like greater, Molly, 6-8 hours of direct sun.
Yeah, at least
a day.
7 or 8 would be
7 or
good.
8 hours of direct sun every day is kind of in the zone of what you're looking for. Or you can get an LED grow light and grow indoors. So that about wraps it up, what we're going to be doing here today. I'm going to, once this video is over, plant a few other sheets just so that we can make sure that we're growing with you. Next week we'll be back here. We'll see how these things are germinating. The salad kit should be popping pretty fast. In about 8 days you can actually start harvesting your first pea shoots, which is really exciting. We're also going to plant, like I said, all the other sheets as well. The radishes in the taco kit go really, really fast too. So we're going to be able to definitely see a lot of germs, short for germinations, next week when we check back in again, and we'll talk about how to water your garden as it starts to develop some more plants. As always, check us out, www.seedsheets.com. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter. We're active on them all, and if you are growing a seed sheet, send us the picture. We'd love to see it. Or tag it with #seedsheet or #seedsheetsuccess and show us how good your green thumbs are doing. Flex those green thumbs. That's all for now. We'll see you guys next week. Happy gardening.